Disclaimer. Anuman at lahat ng pananagutan para sa mga panganib na nagreresulta mula sa mga transaksyon sa pamumuhunan o iba pang mga disposisyon ng asset na isinagawa ng customer batay sa impormasyong natanggap o isang pagsusuri sa merkado ay hayagang hindi kasama ng trade society. Ang lahat ng impormasyong magagamit dito ay karaniwang ibinibigay upang magsilbing halimbawa lamang, nang walang obligasyon at walang mga partikular na rekomendasyon para sa pagkilos. Hindi ito bumubuo at hindi maaaring palitan ang payo sa pamumuhunan. Sa makatuwid, inirerekomenda namin na makipag-ugnayan ka sa iyong personal na tagapayo sa pananalapi bago magsagawa ng mga partikular na transaksyon at pamumuhunan. PH-US Trade Relations to benefit from USTDA office opening. Boost the investments. Investments between the Philippines and the US are expected to further increase this year as opportunities are opened up with the opening of the United States Trade and Development Agency (USTDA) office in the country within the first quarter of 2023. U.S. Ambassador to the Philippines Mary Kay Carlson said Thursday, January 12, 2023, strong people-to-people ties also boost investment opportunities between the two countries. PNA file photo. Manila large investment opportunities expected to increase trading between the Philippines and the United States have been cited as the reason for the opening of a United States Trade and Development Agency, USTDA, office here within this quarter. To meet the demands of the Philippine market and in recognition of the potential in the Philippine economy, USTDA is opening an office in Manila, U.S. Ambassador to the Philippines Mary Kay Carlson said during the Indo-Pacific Business Forum (IPBF) event in Makati City on Thursday. She said the agency will conduct feasibility studies that will focus on supply chains, clean energy, infrastructure and telecommunications. In an interview with journalists, Carlson said results of the feasibility studies can be used both by the government and the private sector to help them determine where the interests of U.S. investors are in the Philippines and where matches can be made. She said not all U.S. embassies around the world have USTDA offices and the one to be opened in the Philippines is really based on what we see as great promise between the investment opportunities and trade opportunities between the United States and the Philippines. The U.S. is one of the Philippines' top 3 trading partners while the country is the U.S. 31st largest goods trading partner. Carlson is optimistic regarding the increase in investment opportunities between the U.S. and the Philippines within the Indo-Pacific area due also to the people-to-people ties. People-to-people ties are really a strong foundation and a springboard for those types of investments and trade opportunities not just to recover from the pandemic but as I've heard President Ferdinand R. Marcos said to really accelerate and go beyond simple recovery, to revitalize and accelerate in 2023 and beyond, she said. Carlson disclosed that USTDA has signed with Bell Labs, Nokia USA, and now Telecom AUSD isa tuldok 5 gitling MILLION letter of intent for the Philippines on Thursday. She said the letter of intent signed during the ongoing 5th IPBF aims to support clean and trusted 5G communications networks. PNA. ACEN's Australia Solar Project may start by 2025. ACEN Corp. Said all major contracts are now in place for the construction of the 520 megawatt direct current (MAUC) solar farm project in Australia slated to start operations by 2025. In a stock exchange filing, ACEN said subsidiary ACEN Australia has awarded the engineering, procurement and construction (EPC) contract to PCL Construction for the construction of the Stabo Solar Project. PCL, a provider of solar energy solutions in Australia, US and Canada, will be responsible for the detailed design, engineering and procurement of Stabo Solar. It will also manage ongoing operation and maintenance services in the first 2 years of operations. It is exciting to finalize the EPC with PCL Construction for the development of the Stabo Solar Project. We look forward to working with them over the next several years to deliver the project and help support the transition to a low-emission generation supply in NSW, New South Wales. ACEN Australia Construction Manager Tim Greenaway said. Subscribe. Pakopya Business ACEN's Australia Solar Project may start by 2025. Richmond Mercurio The Philippine Star January 11, 2023 12 a.m. Facebook sharing button Messenger sharing button Twitter sharing button Manila, Philippines, ACEN Corp. Said all major contracts are now in place for the construction of the 520 megawatt direct current (MAUC) solar farm project in Australia slated to start operations by 2025. In a stock exchange filing, ACEN said subsidiary ACEN Australia has awarded the engineering, procurement and construction (EPC) contract to PCL Construction for the construction of the Stabo Solar Project. PCL, a provider of solar energy solutions in Australia, US and Canada, will be responsible for the detailed design, engineering and procurement of Stabo Solar. Advertising it will also manage ongoing operation and maintenance services in the first 2 years of operations. It is exciting to finalize the EPC with PCL Construction for the development of the Stabo Solar Project. We look forward to working with them over the next several years to deliver the project and help support the transition to a low-emission generation supply in NSW, New South Wales. ACEN Australia Construction Manager Tim Greenaway said. ACEN said notice to proceed has been issued to PCL for the commencement of Stabo Solar. This means that all major contracts are now in place, following the recently signed connection agreement with infrastructure service provider Lumia, the execution of PV module supply contracts, and also a commitment from parent company ACEN of $800 million for the construction of the project, the company said. Stabo Solar was granted development consent in 2021. ACEN said construction of the site access commenced recently, while construction of the main works by PCL is expected to begin this year. The project is eyed to be operational by 2025. We are pleased to have reached this next milestone in bringing the Stabo Solar Project to life. It is a critical part of ACEN's goal of reaching 20 gigawatts GW of renewable energy by 2030, but importantly, Stabo Solar will contribute to NSW's energy security and Australia's transition to a clean energy future, ACEN Chief Development Officer for SEC Zab Aleta said. The 520 MAUC solar project is located within the Central West Orana Renewable Energy Zone in the Midwestern Regional Council region and will connect to the existing 33 kV network between Waller and Wellington. The project will produce enough clean, renewable energy to power more than 185,000 average Australian homes. The project's development approval also includes provisions for a 200 megawatt-hours battery energy storage system, allowing for the project to later on be adapted to dispatch energy when it is most needed during peak hours and provide important grid stability services. Stabo Solar is ACEN Australia's second utility-scale solar project in construction. The company's New England Solar Project, which is one of Australia's largest solar projects to be participating in the national electricity market, is set for completion this year. ACEN Australia, the platform for ACEN's renewable energy assets in Australia, has more than 5 gitling GW of projects under construction or at an advanced stage of development. ACEN is the listed energy platform of Diversified Group Ayala, with an 18 GW development portfolio throughout the Asia-Pacific region. ACEN aims to become the largest listed renewables platform in Southeast Asia, with a goal of reaching 20 GW in renewables capacity by 2030. Mega offer. Salim, Taiblings need to shell out at least 45 na bilyong piso to buy out Metro Pacific's small investors. Metro Pacific Investments (MPI) will have to spend a fortune if it pursues its bid to go private. MPI has to make a tender offer to minority shareholders who hold 37.5% stake in the diversified conglomerate owned by First Pacific Sulim Group 45.5% and GT Capital Holdings of the Tai family 17%. At current market prices, MPI will have to allocate at least 45 billion pesos in a potential tender offer. Bilyonaryo.com reported that MPI board and management are mulling a privatization because of the low stock price, which is 60% below its net asset value (NAV). MPI's latter stock price hardly improved even after the company burned 5 billion pesos in a buyback program from February to December 2022. Sources believe the privatization of MPI is part of the rumored entry of Japanese Keiretsu Mitsui & Co. into the conglomerate which owns Meralco, North Luzon Expressway, Maynilad Water, Light Rail Transit, and hospitals. In a disclosure, MPI said that as the leading infrastructure company with a very attractive portfolio of assets, it receives a lot of interest from investors which it considers for the benefit of the company and its shareholders. To date, however, MPI has not entered into any definitive agreement for an acquisition by any party of a substantial interest in MPI, and neither is MPI aware of any definitive agreement entered into by its principal shareholders, said MPI. Megawide News. Megawide to issue preferred shares. Megawide Construction Corp. Is set to raise some 1.5 billion pesos from its issuance of non-voting preferred shares. According to its prospectus submitted to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the company will offer up to 15 million in redeemable, non-ratioable perpetual Series 5 preferred shares, with a par value of P1, and will be offered at P100 apiece. RCBC Capital Corp. Has been picked as the deal's sole issue manager, lead underwriter and bookrunner. The net proceeds for this offer will be used to fully redeem the Series 2A preferred shares. In case the offer does not materialize or the funds raised from the offer are insufficient to redeem the Series 2A preferred shares, the company will use internally generated cash and other programmed funding to finance the redemption of the Series 2A preferred shares, the company said. The said preferred shares are set to be listed on the Philippine Stock Exchange in late March. Proceeds of the Series 2A preferred shares were used by Megawide to finance various public-private partnership projects, such as the Mactan Cebu International Airport, Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange Public School Infrastructure Project Phase 2 and Clark International Airport. In December, Megawide and GMR Airports International BV have closed their transaction with Aboitiz Infracapital Inc. AIC for AIC's acquisition of shares in GMR Megawide Cebu Airport Corp. GMCAC, the developer and operator of Mactan Cebu International Airport. AIC acquired a 33 and 1/3% -1 share stake in GMCAC from Megawide and GMR for a total consideration of 9.5 billion pesos. In addition, Megawide and GMR simultaneously issued exchangeable notes to AIC amounting to 15.5 billion pesos, which will mature on October 30, 2024, and are expected to be exchanged by AIC for the remaining 66 and 2/3% plus isang share of GMCAC's outstanding capital stock. We are excited to finally consummate this transaction that will clear the runway for GMCAC's next chapter, as well as accelerate Megawide's long-term growth aspirations. We are also looking forward to unlocking more opportunities with this venture as we continuously re-engineer our portfolio towards achieving a first world Philippines, Edgar Saavedra, Chairman and CEO of Megawide, said. Megawide said it is strengthening its portfolio towards more cycle-resilient, scalable and higher growth segments. The company initially bared its intention to build several transit-centric developments in key locations across the country and ride the information technology wave through its foray into data centers. Converge backs Wilcon Depot in digital retailing. Converge ICT Solutions, Inc., announced on Thursday its partnership with construction supplies and home improvement retailer Wilcon Depot, Inc., as the latter navigates the digital retailing model. In order to adapt to the new working environment and innovate towards a more digital retailing model, Wilcon Depot partnered with Converge ICT Solutions, Inc., with their enterprise-grade product, Direct Internet Access DIA, which allows them to have a dedicated and secured internet service, Converge said in an emailed statement. Converge said its DIA enables a well-orchestrated operational process of virtual video conferences among departments, comprehensive data sharing, and coordinated logistical communication. Converge remains committed to supporting businesses as they adapt to new operating models to improve efficiency and increase productivity, Converge Chief Operating Officer Jesus C. Romero said. The company noted that it has been providing retail businesses such as Wilcon Depot with enterprise-grade fiber solutions. For the majority of its branches, Wilcon Depot is currently subscribed to the Converge IBIS product, a pure fiber internet plan created to provide businesses with quality connections at an affordable cost, Converge noted. As the company evolves and expands with an increasing need for more bandwidth, they are hand-in-hand with Converge as they transition from IBIS to FlexiBIS, a business-grade connectivity solution designed for maximum efficiency during daytime business peak hours, it added. Wilcon Depot President and Chief Executive Officer Lorraine Belosinco-Chan said, the IT infrastructure is very important to any growing company. Especially for us as a retailer, we need data very quickly. We need the data to be consolidated back at our head office. In a related development, Converge previously said that it had received the go signal from the Singapore government to provide internet connectivity in that country, strengthening its international business. Singapore's Infocom Media Development Authority, through its grant letter, said that it had approved the application of the firm's subsidiary Converge ICT Singapore Te. Limited, for a facilities-based operations license. With the approval, which took effect on January 3, 2022, the internet provider will be able to build infrastructure in Singapore and provide international connectivity services. Megaworld to bring Savoy Hotel to San Vicente, Palawan. Megaworld Corp. is bringing its Savoy Hotel brand to Palawan in a move that will raise the listed property developer's total hotel room keys to around 4,806 when the project is completed. The 10-story Savoy Palawan will offer 306 na guest rooms and suites in varied layouts and will open its doors in a 462-hectare lot in Paragua Coast-owned in San Vicente, Palawan by 2028. As we continue to tap on the rising opportunities in Philippine tourism, we also hope to meet the demand for accommodations in San Vicente, which is known to have the longest beach line in the entire country, Megaworld Hotels and Resorts Managing Director Cleofe C. Albaiso. Savoy Palawan will be a 5-minute walk to the beach and will be beside the township's Mangrove Reserve Park. The hotel will have a swimming pool for adults and a separate kiddie pool, a pool deck at the 3rd level, a fitness center, a spa with a wet and dry sauna, and a kids club. Meanwhile, Savoy Palawan will house 4 food and beverage outlets, an all-day dining restaurant with an alfresco area, Zabana bar at lounge, grill bar with outdoor dining, and a specialty restaurant. It will also house a ballroom, smaller function rooms with pre-function areas, a business center and a meeting room. Ms. Albaiso said that the hotel will feature sustainability features as the company aims to make it a luxury green hotel. The hotel's equipment and machines will be certified energy efficient, and we will also be using recycled water for washing from our rain harvesting facility, said Ms. Albaiso. Savoy Hotel will also have facilities for bikes as a part of the bike-friendly community of Paragua Coastone. The hotel is the 17th hotel property launched by Megaworld Hotels and Resorts, the homegrown hotel operator of Megaworld. To date, 12 of these 17 launched hotels are operational with the remaining 5 currently in the pipeline including Savoy Palawan and Grand Westside Hotel in Parañaque City which the company said is poised to be the biggest hotel in the country. The total operational hotel rooms of the company are around 4,500 in Richmond Hotel Ortigas, Eastwood Richmond Hotel Iloilo, Savoy Hotel Newport, Savoy Hotel Boracay, Savoy Hotel Mactan Newtown, Belmont Hotel Manila, Belmont Hotel Boracay, Belmont Hotel Mactan, Kingsford Hotel Manila, Twin Lakes Hotel in Tagaytay and Hotel Lucky Chinatown in Binondo. Justine Irish D. Tabil.